What's going on, everyone? So yesterday, the Los Angeles Lakers handled business against the Oklahoma City Thunder once again, making it 3-1 on the season. The Lakers, the one loss that they took against the Oklahoma City Thunder was a game in which they just shot the lights out. I mean, they put up 133 points on the Lakers, and this was back in November, on November 30th. Since then, the Lakers have rattled off 3 straight, and it's just a really bad matchup for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Now, the Lakers are obviously grinding and trying to get into that at least top 7-8 seed. Ideally, you want to get into that 6th or 5th seed. 5th seed is probably going to be a little tough, if I'm being honest. Like, the Lakers are only 3 games out of the 5th seed. However, the Pelicans don't have like a super tough schedule the rest of the way. They have a lot of like really favorable games, and 3 games can be a lot to cover. I'm not saying the Lakers can't get there. They absolutely can. And top of that, the Lakers have the tiebreaker against the Pelicans, which bodes well for the Lakers in that regard. But you got to get bare minimum 7th, 8th. Ideally, as I mentioned, if you can climb into that 6th seed. Right now, the Lakers are a game out of 8th behind the Dallas Mavericks, game and a half out of the Kings, which we have the Kings coming up tomorrow. Well, depending on when you're watching this video, could be today, or it could have already passed. Hopefully, the Lakers got the win. We are 2 games out of the Phoenix Suns for the 6th seed. We also, 1, have the tiebreaker against Phoenix, and 2, Phoenix has the toughest schedule the rest of the way. Devin Booker, who knows when he returns. Bradley Beal, he's only played half the games for the Suns this season. So Lakers are in excellent shape. So the Lakers landing anywhere, let's call it 6th through 8th, could very well end up facing Oklahoma City in that first round playoff matchup, right? Right now, the Thunder are half a game out of the 1 seed. They are tied for the 3 seed, and very likely are going to finish anywhere in that 1 through 3. The Lakers playing the Thunder in the first round would be an incredible matchup, right? I think the Lakers just kind of run through the Thunder, if I'm being honest. Right? Maybe it goes 6 games, but I don't really see it going more than that. I wouldn't be shocked if the Lakers handled business in 5 games. They're just, again, a really bad matchup. Their size, their experience, we've seen it the last 3 games. And I just don't see the Thunder shooting the lights out for 4 straight games, beating the Lakers. I think the Lakers, it's just one of those favorable matchups, right? And in a lot of ways, it kind of feels like that Memphis Grizzlies series last year where, Memphis was the 2 seed and everyone's like, and it's like, dude, the Lakers are going to handle business. Lakers are their size, the LeBron James and Anthony Davis factor, and, the way that they play, the lack of experience from the Grizzlies, the Lakers are going to win that. Guess what? The Lakers walked away with the W, and that's kind of how I feel about against the Thunder. Now, personally, as long as it's not the Denver Nuggets, I think the Lakers are fine, right? A lot of people are talking after the Lakers beat the Thunder. Big question. And of course, I want to hear your thoughts and opinions down in the comments. So let me know. Also, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel. But like a big question with the Lakers is like, who would be the favorable matchup? Like, is the Thunder the game we desperately want and need? Is the Thunder the matchup that we're all like praying for, right? If the Lakers get the 6th seed, right, we need the Thunder to be the 3 seed. If the Lakers get the 7th seed, we need the Thunder to be the 2 seed. Right? Thunder, in my opinion, would be the most favorable matchup. Right? If we wanted to, I mean, nothing's guaranteed. Obviously, anything can happen. But to have the most confidence to come out of the 1 seed or the first round of the postseason, the Thunder are undoubtedly that team. Now, problem is you could also play the Nuggets, right? And I've had people throw out like, are you almost better off, of doing whatever you can to avoid the Nuggets, even if that includes going into the play-in? And now, personally, I am not one of those people. I am not a fan of that. Just because you could end up trying to avoid the Nuggets, end up in the play-in, and still end up playing the Nuggets, right? Like, let's say you don't take the 6th seed because you're worried about the Nuggets finishing 3rd. And then, so you end up going and being the 7th or 8th seed, right? Anything can happen in the play, right? You're talking about like, could 2 teams just get hot and beat you twice? Absolutely, right? It can happen. And to me, I don't want to run the risk of let's avoid Denver and end up missing the playoffs entirely because we were just worried about Denver. And at least if we play Denver, we have a chance. You don't have a chance if you miss the playoffs, right? So to me, I'd rather have the chance. I'd rather have the shot and the opportunity rather than like, hey, let's just avoid Denver and now we're on the outside looking in. And it's like, I would have rather just to face Denver even if we lose. And it's like, look, all roads are probably going to lose or going to go through Denver regardless. So if you can't beat Denver, then guess what? You're not the best team in the league, right? I would love to. If we beat Denver, guess what? We probably beat everybody else because one, the Lakers, that's the one team that we're all kind of concerned about. But two, the adrenaline, the motivation, the momentum that beating Denver, the team that you haven't been able to get over the hump on, I think would just be massive for the Lakers. Massive, right? And so to me, I think I'd rather play them rather than, again, missing the play-in or missing the playoffs entirely. Or it's like, let's say we finish the 7th seed, Nuggets finish as the 2, and we still play them. Or how far do you go with that, right? Do the Nuggets finish the 2 seed and you're like, oh, well, we don't want to play Denver, so let's lose on purpose. No, it's silly. If you have to play Denver, you have to play Denver, right? Bring on Denver is my opinion. But obviously, again, there are very favorable matchups. The Minnesota Timberwolves, the Los Angeles Clippers, I think the Lakers could beat both of them. Minnesota, I think, is like the one, like, I guess, question mark team. Because their size matches up excellent with everybody. Like, if I had to pick a team that's best equipped to beat the Nuggets, it's probably the Timberwolves because they have the defense, they have the perimeter guys, they have the size, they have the versatility, and they have the 2 big men to kind of give Jokic fits. So if anybody could beat them, it would be the Timberwolves. But chances are they're probably not going to play Denver until the conference finals. So the Lakers may end up having to play Denver regardless. Whether it's the first round, second round, third round, if you want to get to the playoffs or you want to get to the championship, you're probably going to have to go through these teams anyway. But again, outside of Denver, like I trust the Lakers to beat the Clippers. I don't think, and I understand we're 3-1 against the Clippers. Like I do think the Clippers, I don't think we're that far and away better than the Clippers. Right? I think we are. I would take the Lakers over the Clippers. I absolutely think the Lakers could beat the Clippers, but I also wouldn't be surprised if that goes 7 games, and I also wouldn't be surprised if the Clippers ended up winning that, right? Because they do have a very talented team, very talented roster, right? But what does James Harden look like in the playoffs? What does Paul George look like in the playoffs? Right? These are 2 guys that have a history of disappearing in the postseason. So. And we saw what LeBron can do, and he probably does that more regularly in the playoffs than he would in an 82-game regular season. Minnesota, again, I think Minnesota is a tough matchup, but Rui defends Karl Anthony Towns very well. I mean, very well, right? Like, go look at just the games in which they've played, but also, like, an example of, like, a playoff environment. Like, go look at last year and the play-in, where the Lakers played them and Rui was going to work on Karl Anthony Towns. So I really trust the Lakers to handle business against the Timberwolves. I also think that the Lakers' experience with LeBron James and Anthony Davis and, them going to the conference finals last year, and I think their experience will go a long way against the Timberwolves. Also, the regular season games, even though Minnesota has won them, have been very close. And the Lakers could have easily won all of them. And, they didn't have LeBron for one of them, right? So that's a real question mark. So I trust the Lakers against basically bring on any team in the league. Denver's just the one I go, oh, right? Denver's the one that you kind of just like, can we beat them? But look, we have the talent. We have the pieces, right? My biggest concern with Denver is just the way in which we keep losing, right? Like the Clippers, right? Like they had that stretch, that multi-year stretch where, it was like every time we played them, we lost. But we always lost different ways. And a lot of the times it was like, okay, this game clearly just means more to the Clippers than the Lakers. And so, like, I never really, like, there was never a point in that Clippers run where they were just kind of running through the Lakers where I was like, the Lakers have no, like, not no chance of beating them, but like, this is not good for the Lakers. Right? Even last year when there was a potential that the Lakers and Clippers could play, go back and watch what I was saying. Like, I was like, like, the Lakers will beat the Clippers in the playoffs. Like, I trust the Lakers in the playoffs. Right? Let's just get to the playoffs, and I trust them to get to the playoffs. Or beat them in the playoffs, right? Because now the games become more meaningful. Now it's not just the Clippers showing up and playing like a Game 7. The Lakers are going to do the same thing. So I just think it's a different atmosphere. Plus the Lakers, every game would be a home game. Like, I think it would just be good for the Lakers, right? But with Denver, it's just like we keep losing the exact same way. And that is what's concerning. But just like you've seen with the Clippers situation, the Lakers finally beat the Clippers and the floodgates opened. And now the Lakers just keep beating. Like, Clippers are up 21 in the fourth quarter, and guess what? The Lakers come back and beat them. Right? Like, the Lakers now just have that confidence of, like, we can beat you. Doesn't matter what you do, we can beat you. Oh, 21? Ha, stop. Sit down. 21, what can you do for me? Like, let's go. And it just takes off, right? Like, those are the kind of things that I could see translating with the Nuggets, where it's like right now, it's like, man, can we beat the Nuggets? Like, I think a lot of it is mental. I think it's as much mental as it is just the talent, right? I think the Lakers need, like, if they get that first win, I wouldn't be shocked if the Lakers just all of a sudden, like, the floodgates open. It's like, where's this Laker team been? Right? Like, let's say we play Denver in the postseason. Let's say Denver wins the first game. If the Lakers win the second, I wouldn't be shocked if all of a sudden you look up and you go, the Lakers just won 3 straight games against Denver and they're up 3-1. What happened? Right? Like, because again, like, just like the Clippers, it's just like, can we beat this team? Like, does this team just have our number? And then boom, you beat them once and it's like, all of a sudden you see the light. It's kind of how I feel about the Lakers. But anyway, as always, this is a discussion. I pass the question on to you. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. What do you think? How do you feel? Do you like the Lakers matchup against the Oklahoma City Thunder? Do you like the matchup against anyone else? Again, what are your thoughts and opinions? However you feel, whatever your thoughts are, I would love to hear it. So let me know down in the comments below. That being said, if you haven't liked this video, hit that like button. Helps me out a lot. Lets me enjoy these types of videos. I truly appreciate it. Not subscribe to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Turn on the bell notifications. Appreciate y'all. See you in the next one. Thank you.